News this morning from Harvard that 25% of Americans actually fit the criteria for being mentally ill. 1 in 4 people, not just crazy, mentally sick. 1 in every 4 people in America are mentally ill.
This from Harvard?
Harvard, where you would expect it there. I mean, that's in Massachusetts, as you know.
Yeah. So how would they know that?
If you what, Jay?
How would they know that without actually testing everybody?
Well, I mean, like they do with anything. They test 10,000 people and they do a random survey and they figure something out. It's a random. Yeah, I don't know.
So now, if we had an extra person in this show,
now,
that person would be the one to be mentally, not us.
There are 3 of us, as you know.
I know
right?
that.
And we have a news diva.
Yeah, Maddie O'Shea's crazy as a turkey.
Well, I wondered about her myself.
It's absolute. She's a loon.
Well, there's something funny about her. You got that right.
And she replaced Steve West. Don't get me started.
Well, I don't want to.
1/4 of all Americans met the criteria for having mental illness within the past year, and fully 1/4 of those had a serious disorder that significantly disrupted their ability to function day to day. According to the largest and most detailed survey of the nation's mental health published on Monday, Ronald Kessler of Harvard Health Institute. Mr. Kessler, good morning.
It's something that we've been talking about for a long time. Thanks for having me on the show.
Well, it's an honor to have you. This is kind of an interesting topic.
Timely topic.
25%. That's a staggering number. We knew it was high. I projected it would probably be 17. It's amazing when you start looking at people's mental health. As people's mental health start going through various and rigorous changes, and stress started going on people, you will see that many people throughout the mainstream of society have a problem.
So would this also include things like attention deficit disorder?
We're talking about a serious mental illness. Now, while that would actually it would fall into the category of a mental disorder, it's not necessarily an illness. When we talk about illness, we talk about many things that are obviously outside the mainstream.
Yeah. Sir, it does. Is there somebody else in the room there with you? It does sound like that there's either a parrot in the room with you, or
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's my fault. I have what's called a Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome is the uncontrollable blurting throughout your sentence structure.
Well, that's interesting. Would that be classified as...
No, it would not. It's in no way a mental illness at all. It's just uncontrolled blurting from time to time. But I find I'm naked. I find in my practice that was stripped to the waist, that people will actually come to you and sit in an office like a psychologist. I'm stinky, and they will find that if you sit down and change the diaper, that many people don't even look at that. Yeah. If you read a book by Sigmund Freud, who was the squeal like a pig, squeal now, people actually will talk. And if you video these conversations, lick the baby, nobody actually knows what... Get me some toilet paper! Nobody knows what a person is going through unless they're that person.
Boy, you have a difficult thing to deal with.
I apologize. I'm certainly not laughing at your ailment there, but it is a little difficult.
Mental illness is now wipe the booty, tickle me. Nobody knows exactly what a mentally ill person is. Tickle me, your zipper's down. Nobody knows exactly what a person. I'm wearing a girdle. If somebody sits down and reads a book of pork, smell my finger, you will find that many people in the mainstream, especially people in Hollywood, there's a running my pantyhose. Nobody knows what that person's going to.
Sir, I do appreciate you taking some time with us.
I've got to tinkle, and nobody really knows except for that person.
Well, sir, thank you for the call this morning. It's kind of been informative. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right, appreciate that.
I'm wearing panties.
Boy, that's a difficult thing to deal with.
25%. That's incredible.
And he says that that's not one of the...
no, apparently it's...
not a mental illness.